Hello and welcome to another trailer reaction right here on the Film Mandates. My name is Paapa Otoo. So, after the San Diego Comic-Con with DC and James Gunn showing up to make known what is happening on the second season of the Peacemaker, the trailer to that season has finally dropped online. I think it dropped online about 2 days ago. I'm not so certain, but it has dropped online. I thought, no, let me do a trailer reaction to that, where you have John Cena playing Chris Smith, uh, Peacemaker, the Peacemaker character. So, for those who may know a little bit about the Peacemaker, the season one happened to be in the old Etswell DCEU, but this happens to be a little like a soft reboot into the new DCU, still being shepherded by James Gunn as the showrunner and the director of the entire eight episodic season. So let's take a look at this episode and see what they have for us. I think the little I know is that there are some returning characters from the very old one. It's still in the same vein, but there are some addition of new characters which I think you may see in this. If you've ever watched even the first trailer of this particular one, you might have seen one or two new faces in this particular series. So let's just dive right into it and then we'll share our thoughts about this later. So there you go. And then
You've all been waiting a long time for this one. Here's a new trailer of Peacemaker Season 2. Enjoy.
We doing it up in style.
Hey guys, I got beer. On?
Duh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just hand it to him.
I'll just hand it to him.
I've changed a lot since I last saw you. I don't want to be a joke anymore. I want to be a real hero.
You wear a clown costume and go out and beat up people.
Chris, take something bad and make something good out of it.
I need to find the Peacemaker. He killed my son.
You're being monitored right now.
By who?
Rick Flag, Sr.
Whoa.
What is it?
I have a dimensional portal. And it leads to a parallel world.
What?
It's not that big a deal.
Get the out, is not.
My son is a better man you could ever dream of being.
I've tried to make up for my mistakes, but I'm not sure redemption is possible.
He's in love with you.
Me and Chris, it's never gonna be a thing.
I'm going to make a life in the other world.
There's another dimension. It's exactly the same as ours.
But better. Best dimension ever.
Dude, that's sick.
We need to close that dimensional rift.
The condoms, I'm partnering you up with our new agent, Rip Jagger.
Who's Rip Jagger?
Hey, fatty. No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
We're gonna get Chris back.
You met your own self from a parallel dimension? You're wearing his clothes?
You think I bought this? That's painful.
Hi, Mom. We're going to my secret room. You're not allowed to follow.
You must be John.
Jesus.
You're not that dorky.
Shut up, Mom.
yeah, so so yeah, that's the trailer to the second season of the Peacemaker. Yeah, so I think the little I can see about this trailer is that it sort of there, I mean, sort of retells the story of DCEU. I sort of see this as a season or a story that will bridge both worlds of the DCEU and the DCU, and perhaps this may be the time where they will close the chapter properly on the DCEU. Even though, yeah, we know that we've moved on from that, but looking at what James Gunn is doing with this DCU, which happens to be, as some may say, a soft reboot. Why a soft reboot? Because it looks like he is some of the characters from the previous one are in this one as well. So you have Amanda Waller will be returning, and majority of the cast from the Peacemaker are already reprising their roles into this new DCU. So it does make sense that James Gunn would want to have a story to tie it in properly and perhaps find a way of properly closing it. And I think there's a comment that Frank Grillo's character, Rick Flag Sr., said that we have to close these portals or so. So perhaps that would be a way where if they close the portal, then it means that the DCEU will be done forever, and then all focus and attention will be on the new one. But regardless, I think that's a smart way to go about it. But I like the fact that it looks like, um, in as much as we have John Cena's Chris Smith in this world, there is still a difference between him and that of I mean, his other version of him in the other world. So I would like to see the differences between the two of them, and even the differences between each character between the DCEU world and the DCU world. So it will be quite interesting to see how he encounters the alternatives in the other world, and whether it's going to be the same relationship with them. I remember watching the Comic-Con panel of James Gunn, and he says that he always likes to write his characters to grow. So it's possible that we may not, even when we see them in their own world, yes, definitely there's going to be some character growth or some character arc where they grow emotionally, whether get better or get worse. But it will also be very interesting to see the differences between them and the alternative world that they have in the DCU. So I think that the season one is the series for the John Cena's Peacemaker season one is in the DCEU. So finally, we would have to transition from the DCEU into the DCU, because that's who we know. We don't know the one in the DCU yet. So it'll be quite interesting to see how that will play out. And at the end of the Peacemaker season one, you realize that John Cena's character sort of changed a little bit from the self-righteous peacemaker soldier to Chris Smith. you know so I think it will be quite interesting to see the difference between that. And it looks like Frank Grillo Sr. is in for blood, so meaning that he will be coming to hunt. I mean, just as Danielle Brooks' character Adebayo said, that he's been hunted by Frank Grillo's character, Rick Flags Sr. So perhaps that will be the reason why he will leave the DCEU Earth or universe into the DCU universe. So it'll be quite interesting to see how that happens. Anyway, this is just my brief thought on it, but I think it still keeps the element of the lightheartedness, yet keeping we've not seen much of the violence here, but obviously from the blood and cuts on John Cena's characters, it means that definitely it will still be very, brisk. Would I say gory and brutal, even more? Maybe they'll double down even more than what happened in the season one. But regardless, I think he's still keeping all the elements of what happened in the season one and perhaps doubling it down even more. We saw a little bit of a little excerpts of the fight sequences. I'm sure to see John Cena's character, Chris Smith fights another Chris Smith from another world, perhaps even in that world, he may be far brutal than he was in the DCU. That would be quite an interesting watch to see. And he also has, is it a Peace Ride, also the motorcycle, the Peace Ride. He spoke about it at the San Diego Comic-Con, panel. So it'll be quite interesting to see how all these things play out in the new DCU that we are being ushered into. And seeing what James Gunn has done with the Superman, hey, he's a good filmmaker. For what you already saw in the first season of the Peacemaker, that was even exciting alone. So let me know your thoughts on this new trailer with John Cena, transitioning or moving from the DCEU now into the DCU world. Who is going to survive? Is it going to be the Chris Smith of the DCEU or the new Chris Smith in the DCU? Whichever way or thoughts you have on this episode, on this particular series, let me know and leave them in the comment section below. So thank you so much for joining me for this trailer reaction. I'll be coming your way again with another trailer reaction. So stay tuned and I'll come your way again soon. This has been the Film Mandate.